All right, everyone, welcome back from the episode of Carnivore Trades. Today is Tuesday, February 21st, 2022. So it is President's Day, and it looks like we have some war on our hands here. So it is, we do have confirmed reports that Russia is invading Ukraine now. Futures getting smoked. And, we did get up as high as 4,400 there, so we were getting a relief bid. And then as soon as that news broke, really just started to roll right over. Take a look here. Got all the way up to that 4,400 handle. Then it's just been a continued grind all the way lower, gapping down a little bit, but coming off the lows here. So, the geopolitical situation's out of our control. However, the levels here to watch. So we're right into support right now, around 42.50. If you follow the spiders, which I do, that's going to be right in this range. So 425, somewhere in that area. I do think we have a lot of support in that area. And you might say, well, but war is going to change everything, and there's going to be this and that. Listen, the institutions parked their money here. They put a ton of money here. You can tell that right there with that buy signal. They put a call wall down there, and that area will likely be defended. If we take a look at the Nasdaq here, we're getting in through the double bottom now. So again, we talked about that possibility of the Nasdaq piercing double bottom last week, as it is the weaker index. But again, lots of money parked in here, so it's going to be interesting to see. Dow also into that support range there. That pivot low also coincides with these pivots down here. We'll see if they defend that tomorrow. Now, what's interesting to me, a couple things I want to point out. Just going to do a quick video here. I'm in the middle of working on my course that I'm going to be putting up for sale very shortly. I wanted to take a break from that, just give everybody a futures update here, though. So take a look at the Russell 2000. This is interesting to me. So Russell 2000 is clearly outperforming. And this is essentially, as you know, the risk-on index. That is holding this pivot from February 4th. In fact, it hasn't even taken that out yet. So the futures on the Russell here are actually holding up. In a true risk-off scenario, you'd expect the Russell to be getting pummeled compared to the rest of the indices. Another thing that I find interesting, take a look at crude. We're not making a new high here on crude. So if you're going to have war here, why isn't crude above 95 yet? Why is it pulling back off of this trend line? Why is it pulling back off this red bar high? Now, this could all change by tomorrow, but these are the questions I got to ask here. So I try to trade devoid of emotion. I just look at the levels, and those guide me very well. Let's take a look at gold here. Gold is making a new high. It is not through that major resistance level yet, but it does look like it wants to at least test that and pierce it. Again, we're looking for a monthly close. So if this gets rejected by the end of the month, then we still have that inside bar on the monthly. So let's take a look here at the monthly. So that's the inside bar high that we're watching. If we get a monthly close above that, gold goes straight up to all-time highs very quickly. So looking over here at silver, nice little move here. That still has resistance up at that 200, and this pivot high here, lots of red in that area, but silver getting a nice bid. Also platinum, again, not making a new high, but a nice, potentially putting in a bullish consolidation here. And if it does that, it can get through 1100 and maybe get up to 1150, but again, not making a new high. Palladium threatening to push higher as well. That one's had a nice pullback. We talked about that lovely weekly pattern here, 1, 2, 3 pullback, and that may push higher this week. So nothing wrong with that pattern there. But interesting to me, though, that we're seeing crude and also the VIX here. So we're going to VIX futures. Why aren't VIX futures up at 40 right now? Why aren't they even above 30? So these are the questions I got to ask as, we get this news. That's why when it comes to trading in general, you got to tune the news out, especially when there's as much noise as geopolitical stuff. I mean, there's no control over that. We have no control over that. And the market is going to be pushed around. The institutions are going to push it around. And the only way to get rid of that noise and to make accurate trades is to look at the charts and simplify it down. We're not making higher highs on the VIX. We're not making higher highs on crude. The Russell 2000 isn't taking out the lows of the month yet. So these are all questions that I have to ask going into Monday. And again, you got to trade without emotion here. I think that this is probably going to be a good buy area, honestly. It doesn't mean we can't push down a little bit lower. Doesn't mean we don't chop around, but the bull-bear ratio is getting out of control. Put-call ratio is getting out of control. And, a lot of these things are now getting priced into the market. And, I just got to go with what the chart tells me. Anyways, guys, just want to give you that quick little update here. We'll see what happens tomorrow morning on the open. It's going to be a wild one. Should be great for swing trading. If you want to get in on that, come join me at carnivoretrades.com. And it's just a 2-week free trial, so you got really nothing to lose by joining. But anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Take care, and I will definitely talk to you all tomorrow after the close.